He's changing me, my blessed Savior. I'm not the same old person that I used to be. And though it's slow going, there's a knowing that someday like him I will be. Little by little and day by day, little by little in every way, my Jesus is changing me. Since I looked into his face, I've been growing by his grace. My Jesus is changing me. He's changing me, my blessed Savior. I'm not the same old person that I used to be. And though it's slow going, there's a knowing that someday like him I will be. Good morning and praise the Lord. It is a joy and a pleasure to share with you the Word of God. Great is the Lord and worthy to be praised. I hope that all of you are doing fine and are continuing to draw close to the Lord. I want to say that we will open the church doors of First Baptist Church of Donald on May the 17th, 2020. We will follow the protocol of social distancing. Not everyone will be attending, and I understand that. We will follow the guidelines of how many can visit, which is 25. There will be no children's church or Sunday school. To our senior members, I would encourage you to stay home, and those that are sick also to stay home. We will record and put it on our webpage of our church webpage, and we want to continue to pray that God will move in a mighty way. We just want to see how things are, and I will continue to give you updates about what we're going to do going forward. But I know that God has everything under control. Be encouraged and put your trust in the Lord. Mothers, you have taught your children to be kind and to love mercy. Please continue to teach your children the value of life. To all mothers and mothers-to-be, happy Mother's Day. Proverbs 31 verses 28 and 31. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. My wife has a coffee cup that says, her children arise and call her blessed. I'm still waiting. I know some of you mothers are probably still out there waiting for your children and your husband to bless you and praise you. And I hope today that they will. And I hope not just today, but all the time. To my wife, you are blessed and highly favored of the Lord. Thank you for doing so much and an outstanding job with our children. I thank God for you. So if you have your Bible in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14 to 17, but you must remain faithful to the things you have been taught. You know they are true, for you know you can trust those who taught you. You have been taught the Holy Scriptures from childhood, and they have given you the wisdom to receive the salvation that comes by trusting in Christ Jesus. All scripture is inspired by God and is useful to teach us what is true and to make us realize what is wrong in our lives. It corrects us when we are wrong and teaches us to do what is right. God uses it to prepare and equip his people to do every good work. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you as humble as we know how, to give you all the praise and glory. Thank you for being so merciful to us and gracious towards us. Anoint all mothers with a fresh anointing and provide them with the strength to face every battle. Cover them under your wings of protection. They don't have to be afraid, for you are with them. They do not have to be discouraged, for you are their God. For you will strengthen them and help them. Hold them up with your victorious right hand. Our Father in heaven, meet the need of the people. Bless them in a mighty way that you receive all the glory and honor. You are our healer, our deliverer, our provider, and our redeemer. And we thank you. Touch those that are in leadership. Break the spirit of greed and change the heart of the people, that we turn back to you, O God, our Savior. Protect our men and women in the armed forces and keep all essential workers safe. Amen. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 8. My children, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction. That's very important, that we do not neglect our mother's instructions. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck. You must remain faithful to the things you have been taught. So I want to tell each and every one of you today what your parents have taught you, what your mom has sat down and taught you. Hold on to it, because it will guide you through your everyday life. If you didn't have a spiritual mother, find one. If you grew up in a Christian home but you walked away, I encourage you to come back. Mothers and grandmothers, you play a vital role in your children and grandchildren's lives. Teach them as Lois and Eunice did with Timothy. 2 Timothy 1 and 5. I remember your genuine faith, for you share the faith that filled your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice. And I know that same faith continues strong in you. Here is Paul reminding Timothy of what his grandmother and mother has taught him. And he sees it in this young man. And I want to encourage you, mothers, continue to teach your children. Continue to show them the path, the way of going and to living. And you know what? There's going to be times, I was there too, we like, oh man, my mom don't know what she's talking about. But as you continue living, you find out they know what they were talking about. Continue to put your trust in God. Continue to remind your children, your older children, your grandchildren about the things of God. So mothers and grandmothers, continue to pass on the faith, love to your children, that others could say as Paul, I remember your genuine faith, for you share the belief that filled you, grandmother and mother. I'm so thankful that my mother, she took the time to teach me about the things of God. I thank God that she prayed over me. I thank God that she corrected me. And you know, being a knucklehead, I resisted. But today I can say I thank God for her faith in God, because it it is in me today. When things don't seem like it's going right, when things are not working the way it's going, I have faith to know that God will see me through. Why is that? I had a mother that took the time to teach me, to tell me about the things of God. What does it say? It tells us you must remain faithful to the things you have been taught. My parents taught me well. I want you to know, did I stray away a little bit? Yes, I did. But thank God I came back. Thank God that those teachings were still in me. So you must remain faithful in teaching your children the things of God. When you feel like throwing in the towel, look to the heavens and ask God to give you the strength that you need to press on. Our strength comes from the Lord. What does the scripture say? Look unto the hills from which cometh your help, for your help cometh from the Lord who created the heavens and the earth. The joy of the Lord is my strength. If you're feeling weak, feeling like you're not going to make it, I want to tell you this morning, you can make it. Turn your eyes onto God. Come back to Him. When you are weak, He will make you secure. Just ask Him, Lord, I need you. Lord, I need your help. Lord, I need your guidance. Lord, come through for me. Father, you see where I'm at right now, and I need you to come. Nicholas Gordon wrote a poem, and I would like to share it with all mothers and grandmothers. I added scriptures with this poem. M is for the miracle being. M is for the miracle being. Psalms 139 verses 13 and 14. For you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works. O is for the origin of love. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 and 7. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. Does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. Is not provoked. Think no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. Bears all things, believes all things, hope all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Jesus' love never fails us. And just like a mother's love doesn't fail either. She will love us even when she is hurting. She still loves us. You see, that's so amazing that God designed the women and the man so differently. And I thank God for that. Thank God for motherly love. T is for tenderness that's freeing. Ephesians 4 verse 32. And be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God in Christ forgave you. Our mother teaches us how to be kind. Our mother teaches us how to be tender-hearted. They start by teaching us how to share. You see, that's tender-hearted and caring for others. H is for a heart. No hardship moves. Proverbs 31, 25 and 28. Strength and honor are her clothing. She rejoices in times to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, And on her tongue is the law of kindness. She watches over the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Now you got to go back to that, because all of us, even men, we like a little bit of gossip. But see here, it tells us we should not eat the bread of idleness. Let's be careful what we're listening to. We need to be careful what we're spreading out there. Her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. My mother is not with me anymore, but you want to know, she was a blessed woman. And I thank God for her. She is truly missed. But I have to say, every time that I get into the Word, I can see myself being like my mom, rejoicing and praising God. No matter what anybody might say or look, oh, that dude is crazy. I'm crazy about Jesus and what he has done. I thank God for a godly mother. E is the embrace that lights up living. Isn't it wonderful when we're embraced by our mother? She pulls us in. Listen to Psalms 133, verse 1. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. It is so good when we get the embrace of our mother. It is so good to feel that motherly and grandmotherly love. And it's the same way when we get the embrace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who embraces us all. And R is for the recklessness of giving. Proverbs 31 and 31, verse 31. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gate. In closing, mothers and grandmothers, continue to teach your children and your grandchildren the things of God. Deuteronomy 6, verse 6 and 7. And these words which I command you today shall be in your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, when you rise. Continue to teach your children. Continue to teach your grandchildren. Continue to talk about God in your house. This is a good time, an opportunity to talk about our Lord and Savior in our home. And you see, I want to say this again. Everyone wants to keep saying about God is not in our government. God is not in our schools. But you know what? If God is not in our home, then he will not be in anywhere else. He needs to be in our home first. Fathers, I want to encourage you to be the priest of your home as mothers continue to teach their children about the things of God. Let's draw nigh to God. Let's bring God back into our home. Let's bring God back into our hearts. You must remain faithful to the things you have been taught. Let's get back to the basics. Let's get back into the Word of God. And let's rejoice. Mothers and mothers-to-be, grandmothers, single parent fathers, happy Mother's Day. And I pray that it will be a blessed day, that God will bless you and that God will continue to give you the strength that you need as you raise your family, as you teach them. Amazing grace shall always be my song of praise, for it was grace that brought my liberty. I do not know just why you came to looked beyond all my faults, and he saw my needs. If you know the chorus, sing it with me. I shall forever lift mine eyes to Calvary, to view the cross where Jesus died for me. How marvelous the grace that caught my falling soul. He looked beyond all my faults, and he saw my need. Isn't that something to shout about, that he looked beyond all our faults and he saw our needs? Mothers, he looked beyond all your faults and he knows all your needs. He is our Redeemer. He is our deliverer. He is our healer. He is our provider. He is the sweet rose of Sharon. He is the cattle that set on 1,000 hills. He is our everything. Be encouraged. Put your trust in him and allow him to be the Lord and Savior of our lives. I encourage, if you do not know him, to get to know him. Word tells us all we have to do is confess with our mouth and believe in our hearts that he is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. We shall be saved. Right where you're at, ask him to come into your heart. If you're going through something, facing through something, I want to pray with you. Father, I come right now and I just thank you, Father God, that we will come back to you. Father God, if we have strayed away, Father God, that we come back to you. And that, Father, that we will grow in your word. Those that are going through anything right now, Lord, I pray that you will deliver them and set them free. Father God, you know this COVID-19, Father God, you have everything under control. I pray that fear will be broken. I plead the blood of Jesus Christ over all the families, all the loved ones, and all members right now. Father, be with them. Lord, those that are without jobs right now, meet their needs, Father. And I thank you, and I give you the praise. I thank you for answering our prayer right now. And Lord, we ask that you move in a mighty way. And Father, that we will come back to you, that we will serve you with all our heart, with all our soul, and with all our might. Thank you, Lord. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God shine his face towards you. May he shine his countenance towards you and be gracious towards you and give you peace. Looking forward to Sunday, and we will videotape the program and put it up. May God bless you.